Hey guys! So today we're gonna do something different. So while you have to wait next month for my Thomas and Friends new series review for season 10, I decided why not look at a fan project, a really good one. And also, seeing as no one else has done a review on it yet, why not I be the first to do it? And of course, I'm talking about Thomas and Friends: Journey Beyond Sodor, How It Should Be. Yeah, I've been waiting to do this review for a while. At first, I was actually gonna ask the Journey Beyond Sodor crew and the you know the description. Yeah, I was asking them about that if I could use moving footage in the video, or if that wouldn't be a good idea. Seeing as the thing did get copyrighted a while ago, I uh I decided maybe not using that would be a better idea. So how about So the story is pretty basic, honestly. It isn't. It is really well executed, though, and in my opinion, it's executed better than the traditional version of the story. So, anyways, the story is James has a feud with Boko because Boko always goes to the mainland. So James is like, "Ha! I would do perfect at the mainland if I was delivering the goods there." So he pretty much tricks Boko into pulling his passenger coaches, while he has to go to the mainland. But when he gets there, things go a little bad, seeing as he's ambushed by diesels and pretty much goes to the scrapyard of it. But so yeah, James is pretty. So yeah, special. James is actually the main character in, which is cool. I mean, I think it's a good idea to give James the starring role at one point because he kind of deserves it. Besides Thomas and Percy, who else would you think of besides them? Eh. Anyway, so after Thomas, Percy, and all the others figure this out, they decide to go to the mainland in order to do that. While doing that, they also sing a catchy song. So Tom So, Frank, everyone goes to the mainland except Duck. Yeah, Duck kind of just stays there. But to be honest, I find it really funny how they use him. He's like, don't worry, sir. I'll do it perfectly while all the others are gone. So they set out to find James. They go to some scrapyards. They go to some scrapyards, and they decide to look everywhere. Really isn't too complicated. It is still like the save the scrap engine kind of deal, but the way they handle it is really good, especially how they handle just having. I mean, again, the production value is also pretty good too. It uses a lot of characters in a good way. Donald and Douglas, Oliver, Toad, Harvey, they do appear in this movie, and they usually don't get these kind of roles. It's nice, especially Donald and Douglas. At one point, they go to fucking Scotland, and I paused the movie just to see how long it took them to go there. Apparently, it took them 4 hours straight of driving to get there. James is actually saved, however, on the mainland by Frankie and Hurricane. But seeing as this did come out before their wood equivalents came out, let alone any other merchandise for them, they had to use customs. They look good, but you kind of wish you used it for both you kind of wish they just waited for both the experimentals and others to get here. Luckily, they didn't. Honestly, I am fine with what they did. I think and also the new characters here. While I did like them in the original Journey Beyond Sodor, they are way more fleshed out in this movie. They feel more alive. They're just better. This is easily the better version of the film, and in my opinion, this is the version of the film you should probably watch after you're done with the original. Beresford funny. Yeah, they made Beresford funny. That's just sad. And also, I love the connection between Harvey and the experimental engines. I think it was a good idea to give Harvey the role of an experimental at one point. Because it works for his character. So yeah, pretty much Harvey and Thomas meet up with the experimentals. They all have fun, and the experimentals do help Thomas and Harvey get back James. Although there are some pretty creepy scenes where Edward, Percy, Duck, and not Duck, Oliver, and Toad go to the scrapyard, and Percy asks about the engine. Um, Edward quickly tries to relieve him and tells him how Sir Topham Hatt is their guardian and actually cares about all engines, no matter who they are. Which, in my opinion, is good. This movie actually tried really hard not to pander down to it. Like, there's even a joke where Gordon and Toby run into an engine, to, to a diesel, and and one of the lines Gordon says is, "Will be scrapped when engines bounce." Yeah, the bouncing from Sodor, Journey Me on Sodor, was pretty shit, so, you know. Yeah, this movie is really good, and it's not even has that many songs, unlike its other version, which has like a shit ton of songs. I mean, I like the songs in the original for the most part, but honestly, it's just seeing as they're more sparse in this version, how it should be. Yeah, pretty much this version of it does it well. And also, many characters like Hero, Samson, Bradford all get welcomed kind of thing get welcomed cameos in the movie. Well, more like small roles in the movie. I love how they used Frankie's character to her fullest. You know, she's not a villain, but they make her out in a better way than they did in the other version of the movie, where she is just a whiny bitch who can't get help. Now she realizes she dreams of having this place as her pride. I mean, it's her home, so she has to protect it. So, but she doesn't want Hurricane to leave, seeing as she's the only operative of help. She's trying to get the thing back on the line, well, on the other movie, they just wanted help and were whiny bitches about it. But after Harvey saves her from crashing, she decides to work with them. And pretty much everything after that is happily ever after. You know, everything good happens. Duke and Duchess take the Duke of the Earl of Sodor, pretty much takes Theo and Lexi, you know, to his operatives. Everything goes well again. Everything is pretty much ends here, just in a good way. Merlin even works in the Blue Mountain Quarry, and also there's this funny part where Hurricane and Frankie go to the smelter's yard and meet Ari and Bert. They're like, "It's scary, dark, and none of the engines like it here," and they're like, "It's perfect." This movie is great. In my opinion, it deserves a 9 out of 10. Better than the original, which was just okay. Honestly, geez. Yeah, and people call the Thomas fandom bad, yet they can make something like this. Honestly, give this movie a watch. It deserves all the views it's been getting.